All right, so factoring completely. First thing, like I said in the very beginning, that you should always look for is a greatest common factor. From there, you're going to determine how many terms you have. We showed those different special products where they could have 2 terms, or if the trinomials, they had 3, so you would want to do slide and divide. If something cannot be factored at all, then that is called prime. Yeah, so let's look at the second example here. The first one is available through that video. The second one here, first thing I'm going to look for is, does it have a greatest common factor? Looking at all 3 of these terms, it looks like that they all have at least an x squared. And also, so I don't have to deal with that negative there, I'm going to take that negative out. So negative x squared for a GCF, which is going to leave me with 6x squared plus x minus 15. And so just flipping all the signs of those as I took that negative out. Then with what is left here on the inside, right, that is 3 terms. 3 terms we want to try to use slide and divide. So I'm going to rewrite it here and try to factor it further using slide and divide. So I'll slide and multiply. 6 times negative 15 is going to give me negative 90. And then I'm looking for what are 2 numbers I can multiply together that'll give me negative 90. And if I take the same 2 numbers and I add them together, I get a positive 1. And I believe that would be 10 and 9. That's a negative 9. I will then divide both of those by 6, which is the number that was in front of that x squared. Again, they do not divide evenly, but they do reduce. Right? 10/6 reduces to 5/3. And 9/6 reduces to 3/2. And then I will do bottoms up. So we will end up with 3x plus 5 and 2x minus 3. And then I can't forget that we had that GCF to start with, so I have to bring it around and slap it in front of those 2 to get my completely factored answer. All right, you got one more here that we can look at. Again, we want to look for a GCF first. So it looks like all of these have an x in common, so I'll take that out. Oops. Let's see, there we go. Minus 2x squared plus x cubed. Then I will notice that it has 4 terms remaining. So 4 terms we said would be GCF, or excuse me, grouping. So I'm going to take and group the first 2 and then group the second 2. And I'm looking for the GCF of each group. So for that first one, that's the GCF of 2, which is going to leave us with 2 minus x. In the second one, I believe that we have a GCF of x squared. And then I think I also want to take out that negative as well, right? Because that negative, I want that 2 to end up being positive, so I need to take that negative out. So if I take out an x squared, that's going to leave us with a 2 and then a minus x, because remember we wanted those to be the same. Then I will take my GCF from each group. That will be my first factor. And then the one that repeated, I will write it 1 time. And then I can't forget that GCF that we took out at the very beginning. And this is our completely factored answer.